Hi and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. If you are new to my channel, my name is Nikki Kirk and I've been doing retail arbitrage for 3.5 years now, almost 4, all from my fifth wheel RV, which is being renovated right now. I am doing so many things right now, it's kind of crazy, but one of them is completely renovating the RV. So stay tuned to the end, I'll share like a little bit of how it's going, and I will of course cover all of it when it is done, but just if you care, it'll be at the end. So today I just wanted to quickly cover some of the frequently asked questions that I get just to help you out in case you ask the question or have that question. You guys, there is no dumb question when it comes to Amazon. It is a complex, confusing thing when you're starting out, so feel free to ask. I will answer as best I can in a video or just on your comment. So let me know. So the questions I'll be covering in today's video is: what scanning app am I using? How long does it take from the time I send my inventory for it to sell? How do I track my inventory and profit? And then I'm quickly going to recap some prep questions when you're doing your shipment because I get asked a few things often and I thought I'll just really quickly tell you. So what app am I using to scan in stores? I am using the Amazon Seller app. It is in the apps. It is a free app that comes when you have your Amazon selling account. So you do need an account or it's useless because you can't log in. So when you're in store, you scan with it just like you're taking a photo. You can scan the barcode, you can scan the front of the item, however you want it to pop up, you can type it in even, and then it tells you, it breaks down all the information. If you use Inventory Labs, I think there's Scoutify or Scoutify 2, which you can use to scan. A lot of people do it. I just don't have Inventory Labs and I don't use it, so I don't use that scanning app. So when you're out scanning something, I scan this at a Walmart, you scan the barcode, and then it will pop up the listing. You select through and you can see here Amazon is selling it for $29.84. There's FBA offers for $49.95, and then if you click through on this first one, this is where you will see the profit breakdown. So low price in Amazon fulfilled, so it's FBA. This is seller fulfilled, Amazon fulfilled, that's what I do. And then you can see the fees. So it's a referral fee. Amazon charges a percentage of the price. So obviously if this was $29, that referral fee would be down because it's a percentage based off the selling price. So the referral fee is just a fee for selling on Amazon because it's pretty easy. You don't have to have your own website. You can just sell on Amazon and they charge you for that. Then there's the pick and pack. This is an FBA specific. This is what Amazon is charging for them to warehouse your stuff, pick the order, pack it up, and send it to the customer. So this is a fee for FBA, which is worth it. And so the total fees on this would be $10.97. And why it's worth it, let's just say I got this for $19.99 at Walmart. I'm pretty much making $19 even after that $10. So this is just an example. However, I wouldn't buy it because Amazon is selling it. If you watch any of my videos, you already know that. But I personally don't like to compete with Amazon, and that's why I wouldn't do it. But if you want to, I found this at Walmart. Another feature here is you'll click through, and this is where you can get the ASIN right here. So you just would copy it if you want to use apps or the web service of Keepa. That's what I do in stores. I just use Keepa. So that's what I do, copy it. Also, if you're in my Bolo group, that's how you get the ASIN to share. So that is just a really quick little walk down of the scanning app I use. Again, that's the Amazon Seller app. It's free with your Amazon selling account. So the second question was, how long does it take to sell all the inventory I send in? I usually get these questions on all my sourcing videos, and I probably should just add it there, but I always forget. So anyways, it takes, if I send in, so I just sent in a rather large shipment and it will probably all sell, I would say 70 to 80% of it will sell in the 2 weeks that it hits the warehouse. Some of it is already selling as soon as it got to the UPS store and checked in. So it does sell relatively quickly, and the reason it is because I'm only buying stuff that has low ranks. Low ranks means it sells well. I don't buy things that have really high ranks because they don't sell fast, and I'm just trying to flip. I don't have a lot of inventory at any given time. I have anywhere from like 50 to 150 SKUs, different products I'm selling, and that's pretty normal for me, honestly. I don't have hundreds and hundreds of SKUs. So I like my stuff to flip fast. The other stuff that doesn't sell, the other like 20 to 30%, that stuff I like to sell within the first 2 months. Try to get it all sold within a month, but some things are kind of duds, unfortunately. After 3 months is when Amazon starts to charge their long-term storage fees. I have very, very rarely ever had a product sit there for 90 days because I price things after 2 months of sitting there, or until I'm like, ugh, this has been in there forever. I start to price them to move them. In general, most of my stuff sells within 2 weeks. If you're interested to know what rank guidelines I go off of and what like is a good low rank to flip things fast, I have a free rank guide as well as a FBA prep checklist when you sign up for my email. The email link is below. It's just my newsletter. So I don't send very often, not even once a week, I don't think. But if you want the free resource, they are there for you. All right, the other question is, how do I track my inventory and profit? Because a lot of people ask me if I have my worksheets for sale or whatever, but I don't actually use that worksheet often. I use it only when I'm doing a video for you guys. So no, I don't have it because I wouldn't recommend it. It is not a good way to do it. But I do use Inventory Labs, and you can get it for free for 2 months. I love it because it actually forecasts out like what you're gonna do that month, and it's pretty spot on. So let me just walk you through real fast what it looks like. So here is the dashboard. So you can see today, it's been a slow day. $97 in sales. Yesterday was $292. This month so far, $5,391. Forecast is $8,000, but honestly, it does not have my shipment that I just sent in earlier this week. So I anticipate that will be a $10,000 month or more. And so that's one of the reasons I like it. The other reason I like it is because you can see very quickly here your sales. So this is my sales for this month. So I've sold 233 things. I don't advertise the shipping of what I've sent. So like I said, I don't think it's processed through the shipment that I did last week because I have $94 on shipping. Any refunds, the Amazon cost of goods. So this is what I paid at retail for them. The profit I'm showing right now is $1,300. And then you can see here my ROI is 71% and my margin is 26%. Since I've been using Sellerboard for a few months, actually my profit margin is pretty much always around 25%. In December and November it did go up to 30, so that was cool. So then you can see here, if you go to your products, you can see all your products. If I clicked this, it would take me to the Amazon page. This is why I make my SKUs the way I do, because right here you see TJM, that's TJ Maxx. I got it for $540 and my break even on it was $10.98. My price was $18, and so I would just put right here $540, and that is why I make the SKUs the way I do. But also why I love Sellerboard, because it's super easy to just input your cost of goods. I did it on my iPad this morning, just like quickly entered all the costs of goods. So it's really easy and I really recommend it. Take a test out. You don't have to put a card or anything in. You can just try it out for 2 months for free. Again, the link is below. So yeah. Okay, and the last question is questions I've gotten around prepping shipments. So everything from how to take a sticker off, what are the expiration dates, do you put an expiration date, and then obviously, does it need a poly bag? I have a whole video which I'll link here about polybagging, but I just wanted to really quickly just go over those things. So, polybagging. All right, polybagging. So, if you can touch the actual product, so this, if it didn't have a clear thing on it, if this was the actual fabric I was touching, put it in a poly bag. This. Let's pretend that I can touch the stone. P.S. This is going to be in my renovation on my kitchen wall. But let's pretend I can actually touch the stone. If I can touch the physical product in any way, then yes, polybag it. So if there is a toy where part of the toy is out, like feel how soft, or play with the arm, make the mouth move, put it in a polybag. So this is kind of a large item. So what do? You can just grab a clear recycled bag. I got these on Amazon. All of these supplies are on my Amazon supply list, which is linked below, but I got them on Amazon. I just cut off the drawstring, and then you get this suffocation warning, and you just stick it on there. So you can tape the bag onto the product if it's oversized, and then put a sticker on it, because it must have a suffocation warning. These are the poly bags that I use. You can see the suffocation warning, or maybe you can't see, but it's right here in a couple languages. I prefer these Spartan Industry ones, which are in my link, because they are not repositionable, so they stick. The Uline ones I was using for literally probably 2.5, 3 years. They would come off because they're repositionable, and I don't want that. I want them to stick. Things like this, polybag it, because you don't want this to open and just destroy the rest of your contents in your box. Just polybag it. I brought my 2020 planner because this needs a polybag. You don't want this to get ruined. I can touch the actual product. You have an item like this exactly. This is just for my own personal use, but if you were selling it, I have these clear round stickers, which I use for beauty items, and you could literally just stick it on here so that this little thing doesn't come off of it. You could also use it on like toys, shoe boxes, anything that might open, you want to seal it. If you're going to make bundles, you want to do the this is a set sticker so that Amazon does not take it apart. Now, I have seen this asked a couple times. If you have a lot of small things, what I do is I just put them on top of the box on everything else. But people ask, like, can I polybag them all together? If you do that, Amazon's going to send that one thing to the customer. You really want to prep it literally how the customer is going to receive it. It was recently brought up in the Bolo group that someone bought something from Amazon, clothing, and it was covered in hair when she received it. Can you imagine? Please do not be that seller. Do not let hair, pet dander, anything get on the stuff you're selling. You want everything to be exactly as Amazon customers are going to get it. You want them to be impressed. You don't want any bad feedback. So if you have a lot of little things, you could put them in one poly bag, but really what you need to do is poly bag each individual one. Unfortunately, if you need to make it big enough to put a label on it, or if it is any way that you can touch it. So everything needs to be shipped to Amazon how you want Amazon to ship to the customer. So how do you take a sticker off? A Scotty Pillar is your best friend. You must get a Scotty Pillar. I also use Goo Gone. I just spray it on a piece of paper towel and I wipe it off. It usually lasts a couple items and then you spray a little more. This is my second bottle in 4 years, so it lasts quite a while. And all you do with the Scotty Pillar is use a hairdryer first of all, but I didn't bring one out here. And so you can just use a hairdryer and a Scotty Pillar and slowly peel it off, and voila, the price tag is off. So that is it for this video. If you have any other questions or want me to answer something that I didn't answer in any of my videos, or you just have a question, feel free to ask it below. I will leave you with this renovation videos. It is going, it's going. We are getting ready to paint it all. So we took out the flooring. We're gonna put in new flooring. It's new faux hardwood flooring, but I am super excited. I'm mostly excited for my couch, which I got from Article. It's like the first adult couch I've ever got. I've had hand-me-down couches and I've had IKEA couches, so I'm really excited. I actually tested it out and it's super soft. But yeah, so I will let you know how it goes and what it looks like, but it's going to be beautiful and I cannot wait to show you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you back here for another Amazon selling video.